Hey everybody, it's Rob Scheer, the founder of Comfort Cases. And I don't get to do these videos often, but when something makes my heart smile, I truly love to get out there and let everybody know. Let me tell you something. I was so unbelievably grateful to meet a friend 5 years ago. Someone who actually wanted to make a difference, someone who wanted to make what she loves to do, make other people smile. And I've talked about this many times and over the years. As a young boy who grew up in foster care, there's a lot of things that kids are given that kids in foster care don't get. There's a lot of things, whether it's, able to purchase a letter jacket, maybe there was that, little trinket that got passed down. But one of the things that I remember when I met my husband, and we've been together 20 years, mind you, my husband had a quilt and he had this beautiful quilt. And I remember asking Reese, where did you get that quilt from? And he said his aunt had made it for him when he was heading off for college. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. He was like, and I've had it all these years, and it means so much to me. Over the years, I thought about that quilt, and I thought about how memories are made, and every thread when she made those little patches, that how it truly can connect someone as a family. Well, then lo and behold, I get to meet my amazing friend Stacey, my amazing friend Stacey, who decides that she wants to do some quilts and she wants some quilts to go into our comfort cases. And by the way, just like comfort cases, I thought we would do maybe 10, 15, maybe 100. Well, I will tell you, we've done thousands of quilts with Stacey. So everybody, please meet my friend Stacey Lee. Stacey, welcome.
Hi, Rob. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, Stacey, this is incredible. Look, I have these beautiful quilts here. They keep coming in,
It's so exciting.
boxes and boxes of quilts. I was able to go to your quilting show and was able to meet so many of the people that are helping you out. And, well, just last week, my son Makai graduated from high school. And we had a graduation party, and his Grammy came over and handed him this big bag. And he opened up the bag, and it was a quilt that she had made. And it just, the beam of smile on this kid's face, because I have a quilt that she made me when I turned 50. And I was till 50 until I finally got it. And, we met her in church, and she's a quilter, and she comes into the center and sees these beautiful quilts, and she's just like, you were so lucky. So, Stacey, tell everybody about exactly why you decided to do this.
Well, I just wanted to help children in foster care. And because I'm a quilter and I have a YouTube channel teaching people how to quilt, and I have my own small community, well, I just wanted something to give back. And it just made sense to find a charity that wanted some quilts made from us that would go to children in foster care. So And we started quite early in my journey. I think I had my YouTube channel only for about 4 months when we did our first quilt donation drive, and the rest is history. It's just our annual thing. We love it. I have people that have already started for next year. So we've started doing the drive from February through to May. We chose May because that's National Foster Care Awareness Month. But I have people that have already started for next year because
That
they
is
just love it so much. They just love making things to give back to people because it's just a very actually a very healing experience.
And let me tell you, I have been very lucky that I actually get to meet kids who have received these quilts. Okay.
Mhm.
And I will tell you, the kids who have said to me, somebody made this? It wasn't made in a store? And I was like, no. I was like, they actually at their home sat behind a sewing machine. And I said, I bet they actually thought about you as they were sewing this quilt together. I mean, I've seen kids, because we take the kit once they come in, by the way, everybody, we then put what we call a ribbon of love around them. So we have volunteers who come in and they will roll them and they will put the ribbon of love around each and every quilt before it goes into their comfort case. And so as we're packing these cases, we're thinking of that little boy or, I mean, this I love. Oh my gosh, this John Deere one. Um, But we
cute.
do. We think about that little boy or that little girl, but we also think about the older kids because they get them as well. I mean, come on, donuts. Who doesn't love a donut? But I love the fact that the people that you have making these quilts, they truly have put thought into it when it comes to the type of, when it comes to the patterns that they're using. They're not just sending us all baby stuff or all little. I mean, they really have been, thinking about the birth to 21.
Yes, we have said to them, we've got 18-year-old children that you're sending these cases to. So, and often I will get emails, people saying, well, who do you need quilts for the most? And I'm like, I think it's the 18-year-old boys. I think everyone thinks, they want to buy that cute baby fabric, but we also need to remember the 18-year-old boys who want something a little bit more mature and
Yeah.
they matter too, right?
They
They need a
do.
quilt too.
They do. I mean, come on, take it from a dad who adopted an 18-year-old. He's going to be, he just turned 24, getting ready to be a
Wow.
junior in college. So, um,
Oh,
and you're all right. I mean, the fact is, Stacey, is we're still seeing one child every 2 minutes in the United States in our foster care, 700 a day, 26,000 that are sitting in LA County right now. We know that the numbers aren't changing. And if anything, society has made it where we're seeing more and more kids. So knowing that they are getting these cases, knowing that they're getting these beautiful homemade quilts in them, and by the way, they are soft. Um, they are definitely that quilt that, they're the perfect size. I think they're the perfect size for them to curl up with it. I have actually been to group homes and handed out cases at the group homes, and then I would order pizza in, and I go into like, their TV room, and literally I've seen kids of all ages curled up with their quilt.
that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. I love to hear that. I just feel like anything we can do to make these children feel like they're thought about and valued and loved. I mean, that's why we're here on Earth, right? It's just to pay it forward and to think about other people.
Yes, to know that your legacy is what you give and not what you take. So, Stacey, what if I'm not a quilter? Or what if I'm not, how can I get involved? How can I donate? Maybe, I love to, pick out material. Maybe I could do that or send it to you. How can I get a hold of you, or how can our viewers, or everybody who's going to be watching our video that you and I did? And by the way, you all know this is it's, a video I normally don't do, so I love this. So but how can people actually reach out to you?
So on my website, it's stacey-lee.com. And then I have a whole tab called donation quilts. And then all the information is there. I've never thought, I'm going to be honest, I've never thought about asking people to donate fabric. Like if they want to donate a quilt but don't quilt, I've never thought about how we could get people involved in that, what that would look like, which I think is a great idea. I usually just send them to you, Rob, and say, here's an Amazon wish list.
Well, guess what? I'm going to send them to you because I have a feeling that there's a lot of people out there that come across beautiful fabric and are like, wow. But they don't quilt, or they don't have
Yeah,
time to quilt, or that's just not
that's
into
true.
their wheelhouse. Um,
That's true.
and so who knows? Maybe we might fill you up with fabric.
I mean, that would be wonderful. And I have people that, like I said, are already sewing now. So, I mean, I'm sure they'd be grateful.
Yeah,
Be-
well, we would love that. Well, listen, Stacy, I have to say thank you, thank you, thank you. These quilts are actually getting ready to go. By the way, these quilts I just took them off the line. They're actually getting ready to head to Ohio.
oh, wow.
And so, yeah, I mean, it's like, and the thing is we have kids who come in here for field trips, and I love when I see them at the quilt bin. And as they're going through the quilts, they're looking at the pattern to see exactly. I mean, this is the most we've ever gotten in, by the way. So I love the fact that we're really seeing more and more. And for all you quilters out there, and by the way, I didn't realize there are a lot of quilters out there. I went
There
to
are
that
a lot
quilting
of
show.
quilters.
I can't wait to go to the next one. Because that was so much fun. It was so great to meet so many amazing people who have such hearts of gold like you do, Stacy. And I just can't wait to continue to do this.
Well, thank you so much, Rob. And I just wanted to tell all the quilters out there, in case you're wondering what show Rob's talking about, well, Rob came to QuiltCon and he came and visited the Moda Fabrics booth, which was absolutely amazing. We were making community quilts to donate to comfort cases, and Rob made his first ever quilt book.
I loved it too. And I had my own apron. And by the way, if you come into the National Center, you just have to look in the front and I have my little name tag still out there that Stacy quilted for me. So
Oh, that's so
um,
cute.
you know, listen, I love you, Stacy, and I'm so glad you're in my life. And all you quilters out there, I want you to know, as my son Grayson said when he was 5 years old, the reason we give kids blankies and quilts is because when they wrap themselves up in it, we want them to know they are loved. And I think that that's what each and every one of us want is we want to be loved. And when you wrap yourself in one of these beautiful quilts, there is no other way but to feel the love that was put into these quilts. So Stacy, thank you to all you quilters out there. Thank you so much. Hey, I'm just going to tell you, get the quilting thing going because we're trying to get 40,000 cases out. Wouldn't it be great one day if all kids got beautiful quilts? Because we know there's enough people out there who are quilting. So
Be
until next
amazing.
time, everybody, please visit my friend Stacy's website. There'll be a link right here. And I only wish you all the best. I love you, Stacy.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you for
Take
everything you do too.
take care.
Thank
Bye bye.